What's going on, guys? This is Endar with a video. This one will be a little different than some of my other ones. I'm just going to talk about some of my experiences with the early Halo games. So here we are, Halo 3. Basically, I want to talk about why I never got to level 50 in a Halo game. So this would be, I guess, Halo 2, Halo 3, and Master Chief Collection would be the only ones, I think, that have like a level 50 system. So first of all, Halo 2, I was pretty young when that came out, and I think that limited my ability, definitely. I was, there was like only, I think, one other FPS game I played before Halo, which was Time Splitters, which definitely controls a lot differently because obviously Halo really made FPS for consoles feel the way they do with Halo 1. So yeah, Halo 2, my skills are just so low, and there was so many more cheaters then too, so those high ranks it just seemed impossible. I know it probably wasn't, but it seemed that way, at least in my mind at the time. And the skill system was, really rough. Like, you'd have to really go on some win sprees, and it just didn't happen. I got to, I think, 28 around there, I think, when the servers shut down in 2010. That's where I ended up. I think I have it written down somewhere, because you can still look at your stats, but it's pretty tricky to find them. Because obviously, actually, I don't even know anymore, because Bungie might have removed them at this point. So I got to 28 in Team Slayer, 22 in Rumble Pit, 24 in Snipers, and 22 in Double Team. To me, that was pretty good. 28, I went further than I ever did. I got to 26 with my newer account. My main account now, which I started in 2009, so I didn't really have a lot of time to do that, so that was cool. I remember playing a lot right at the end there, just trying to get as high as I could. So that's kind of the story about Halo 2. I wasn't really too focused on getting a 50 in Halo 2, but for Halo 3, I really did want to. I wanted to, but I apparently didn't want it enough. So here's my reasonings. First of all, I focused on other games. This happens to me a lot. Even if there's a game I want to get really good at, a lot of the time I just don't focus long enough. Like, I guess I do for smaller games, but for something like Halo, where there's a lot of good players and there's some hurdles to overcome, it's going to take longer, and I just did not keep consistent with that. I didn't even really think about consistency. I was playing consistently, but not in a way that would help me really continuously improve my skills. So yeah, I focused on other games. Basically, I got really into Gears of War 1 and that whole series. I got really into arcade games, and I set some records on some of those, and so I was really focused on getting really good at those, and I did that. But Halo 3 kind of fell to the side, even though I kept playing it like fairly consistently. Yeah. So another reason, basically, I would hit my current limit in kind of 3 playlists: Lone Wolves, Team Slayer, and Team Doubles. So I got to 45, I think, in Doubles, and I got to 45 in Team Slayer, and I got to 46 in Lone Wolves. And Lone Wolves was probably my best chance with the way I like to play the game at the time, because team stuff just seemed really hard to me then, for a number of reasons that I'll go over later on. But yeah, so I would get to my limit where, I'm not really winning more matches than I'm losing, and maybe I'm losing more matches than I'm winning. And it would basically make me like afraid to lose my rank, and that would make me not play very much. Like, I would maybe play a few games to see if I could get a little higher, but then if they went poorly, I'd be like, alright, well, I should probably avoid that until I'm better, but then never really feeling that comfortable to get back in. So losing rank just really stressed me out back then, and it just didn't feel good, so I avoided it. Oh, and these graphics looking rough on my screen. Maybe in the video it looks better. So yeah. So I didn't really have, my third reason is I didn't really have readily available teammates that were like super dedicated to like specifically getting to 50 and like playing every single day like competitively. And the people I did know that were good and a high level of skill, like maybe they didn't want to play with me because of my attitude or just my lack of skill, and maybe they could see that I wasn't as dedicated as maybe I need to be to get to 50. So that's something. And I didn't really know how to find new teammates. Nowadays it's definitely easier. You can go online, like it's easier to just go online, and there's things like Discord and Reddit, and just it's much more accessible for like maybe finding like-minded people. And yeah, I just overall I wanted to play a lot with my friends that were playing, and they just weren't, I think, too serious about playing to get to 50, and we would play a pretty good amount of just social instead of ranked games. And I was just always afraid of losing rank, so it's just stressful. Reason 4, this is one that I guess a lot of people probably feel. The boosters, the D-rankers, and the cheaters. There's like a pretty good amount of those people, or people playing on new accounts, or you know, they'll D-rank and then they'll just like screw your rank up by beating you. And that was just really demotivational, and it made me feel like it was an impossible task or something. Even though in reality, like, if you just keep going, yeah, you'll get those people and they'll set you back, but if you just keep going, there should be enough people that aren't cheating and aren't doing that to eventually get there, especially if you're just really good and you can beat those people. Reason 5 is I didn't play enough. Now, I probably played enough of Halo 3, but not in, like, the game types and the way, and, like, basically making the situations that would improve my skills to get to that level, such as, you know, playing against people better than me, playing more ranked rather than so much social, and, like, really, like, social can kind of make you worse at times because you feel like you're doing well because you're scoring well and like your stats are good, but in reality you're not getting punished for mistakes that you're making because those lesser skilled players can't punish you because they don't know how, and they're not going to, and that just lets you create bad habits, and overall it's gonna hurt your skill and make it harder to get better. So you really need to consider what you're playing and with who and how, and sometimes you just gotta like practice specific things rather than just playing matches. You know, you need to like keep things in mind to work on. Reason 6, I made 2 new accounts, so this reset my progress both times. This probably isn't a big deal because actually a fresh account can make it easier in some ways, but overall it set me back as far as ranking up goes in the end. Reason 7 is that I very rarely played custom games, so I never really practiced like specific things or like be like looking around the map to like learn the map better, or playing, you know, being like, all right, I'm gonna practice these 3 maps, so we're gonna, you know, get teams together that are really good and just play those. I never did that really. I didn't even really think of that. I mean, I knew it was kind of a thing, but somehow I didn't think that was a good use of time because custom games don't give you XP, and I guess I was like kind of focused on that XP more than I probably should have been, because I'd rather have the highest level than have more XP, and you can always get more XP later anyways, like pretty easily, especially on those double XP weekends. So yeah, reason 8, this is a big one. I avoided people that were better than me for two different reasons. Reason one, pretty obvious one, is that it's uncomfortable to get like beat down really hard, and especially when I was young, it bothered me and it made it seem like it wouldn't help me improve, it wouldn't help me get better at the game, which is wrong, because if they're better than you, they're going to punish your mistakes, you're going to learn from those mistakes and get better. And I didn't see that when I was young, you know. I wasn't even an adult. Reason two, as far as avoiding people better than me, is that the vast majority of people that were more skilled than me that I encountered or knew, they like either had ego issues, like bad attitudes, or just like jerks, and they just weren't fun to play with, and they had just a bad mentality that even back then, when I was worse than I am now, I wasn't perfect either, but they were just like way beyond even how I was, and I didn't want to play with people like that. Not very much. And it wasn't everybody, but basically anybody that I thought was better than me that I would have a chance of partying up with is kind of like that. So it's a high percentage of people. And maybe I was just looking in the wrong places for these people, or not really trying to message people that were better than me enough. Like, I don't know, but yeah, I didn't want to play with those people. And the ninth reason, pretty simple. I gave up too easily. Basically, there were hard things about it that just made it seem impossible in my mind, so I just couldn't keep going. And I just focused on other things, but in the end I gave up too easily, because I could have focused on it and just got it done. Like, I played the game enough to be able to have the time to do that. I just didn't do it right, which I don't regret what I played. Like, I had a lot of fun with my friends and whatnot, but it would have been nice to have both, I guess. And with better focus and discipline that I have these days, I could have done it, or I can do it. And that's what happened there. As far as Master Chief Collection goes, first of all, it was just really bad when it launched. The matchmaking was just broken, and there was it didn't seem like there was enough people playing, or I just couldn't match with them. So getting to 50 just seemed like a joke. Now, though, that's a different story, and I'm working on it. So the question is, will I go for level 50 now? Yeah, I think so, for a while. Infinite comes out this year, so I just want to play a lot of Halo before then, all of them. I have every Halo game that is the first-person shooter ones, and I want to get the other ones. I have some of them, but so yeah, I'll go for it for a while, and I'll definitely push far past where I was before. I'm definitely going to get better at the game, but it kind of depends on the ranking system and how healthy the population is. Like, sometimes I'm playing Halo 3 Lone Wolves, and I can find matches, but it still seems like most of the time it's only a 4-player match, and I'm either going to lose every game because a person's better than me, or maybe I could win every game if the people on at the time are worse than me, but I'm going to have to get better for sure. But it's not the greatest environment for improving, but I can play Master Chief Collection to do that. Yeah, so on Halo 3, I'll mess around with Lone Wolves. So I don't foresee getting it. I'm at 44 on my main account, so kind of far away as far as how quick you can get games and how many people play the game. But Master Chief Collection, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm just starting. I'm just working on like one playlist at a time, or at least one game at a time. Right now, it's just Halo 3 because it's I think it's better just to focus on one, because switching between them all kind of messes up your skills. Like, it's hard to get consistent with your shots and your everything, your movement, everything, if you're just switching between games. So I'm going to try not to do that like too frequently. And right now I'm just going to focus on Halo 3. That's the one I wanted to get 50 in anyways. So I'm playing Team Slayer. I'm going to get into Team Hardcore. but I'm just gonna try to get far in Slayer first, I think. And it seems to have a good population. And I'm playing on the 1, obviously, because 3's not out on the PC. I play on controller, and it would take a long time for me to get good on keyboard and mouse because I haven't really used them. And to be honest, it just it doesn't feel good with my arms, my wrists. Controller's just so much more comfortable. And if I'm playing a game for many hours a day, I'd maybe I could get used to mouse and keyboard, like maybe the pain would stop, but my body's saying, hey, this isn't good for you, so I don't see how doing it more is going to be a good thing. And I know people that had nerve issues because of it from using computer like at their work and stuff like all day, and I'm just not too interested in that. And it would be fun to get my skills, like as far as skill building on mouse and keyboard, like that's fun, but in the end I would think it would take a long time to surpass my controller skills because I've played on controller since I was so young. Since, I guess, for the Xbox controller, since, Xbox One. Or original Xbox, when I started playing, 2000, I don't know, 2 or 3 or whatever. Anyways, that's that portion of the video. The next half, or maybe not half, but the next section, I'm going to show you my skill levels, or all of my service records across my 3 accounts. So, okay, that's not gonna have anything. Alright, so real quick, my original account's NTA Endar. I started this when I started Xbox Live in 2004, like 4 days after Halo 2 came out. Actually, it might have been 2 days. It was within the first week. I got Xbox Live. I started this account. It used to be NTA JTD. Now it's NTA Endar to represent my name, Endar, that I started going by when I was 14. So here's that. We have... I did do the campaign. Obviously, that's messed up. Highest skill, 46. That was Lone Wolves, like I said. 594 XP. Those are my matches that I played. As you can see, not a lot of custom games. I did play more ranked than social on this account, especially like 2 times as much almost. Yeah, this one is my second account. I made this to do like achievement completion. I think I made it in 2007. So I was basically completing all of the games that I played on my gamer card. So there's that. I played the same amount of ranked and social games. I think I tried to do that. And some custom games. Total XP 354. My 40s and doubles, I think. And then this is my current account, Endar of NTA. It used to be YX NTA Endar XY. I changed it to be more clear that I'm part of NTA and my name is Endar, instead of people calling me NTA and having to look past the YX and all that. So I played the most on this account. Started this one in 2009 to be a better completion account, we'll say. 891 XP. I've gotten like 20 of that in the last week. Some of this Rumble Pits 43. High Skills 45. That was in I think Lone Wolves and Team Slayer. But we'll take a look here. Social Slayer 42. 9. This one doesn't have any because it was too old. They didn't have the playlist XP. Not a lot in Skirmish. I always like Slayer more than the other ones, but it probably would have been better to practice more of them. Multi-team I had a lot of fun with. 44 in that one. 21. Team Mythic. Good for getting those Mythic and map pack achievements. 35. 1. Big Team. 40. 10. And here's the good stuff. We'll start at the bottom. No, we'll start at the top. Lone Wolves. This one's not loading. It's 46, or I think it's 45. I'll just turn these on Sorry, that's probably annoying. So 96, I'm about to get to 100. 45 on there, but I lost it. I've been at 44 since I started playing again the last week. That one just doesn't want to show up. It's 45, I think. Team Slayer. Yeah, so the game's having problems. Well, overall rank, Brigadier, Commander, Brigadier. I guess there's no good way to get it to load. I wanted to show these. MLG is really low. I really like SWAT. Nobody plays it now, but it'd be good to play. Yeah. So, I guess that's it. I can probably just tell you my levels. So, I guess I don't have them written down, but, you know, there they are. 1, 2, and 35 in SWAT. 1, 7, and 1. Guess I didn't play much MLG. Snipers. I like snipers. I guess I never went far, though. Can't say I was great at it. Doubles. So we got 41. And what else? So yeah, if you're interested in playing some Halo 3, whether you're trying to get better at the game or get some of the achievements, playing legitimately. I don't do boosting or anything like that. So I never got far on doubles with this account. But what? 63. Played it a lot apparently. Maybe it was just difficult at that time. I don't know. Anyways, I got there on that one. Team Slayer. There's the 45 on that one and 37. See if this one loads finally for my original account. So that's the end of that. It's not loading. Slowly loading. I think it's 45. Yeah, if you want to play, I'm going to try to get some groups together. We would probably... I would like to play a variety of them. Probably... I mean, it really depends on what level people are, because you have to be within 10 levels of each other. There it is. So, basically... I could use any of these accounts, technically, but I only really want to play on my current account. So you'd probably have to be 35 or higher in some of these, but we could do some fresh ones as well. Like SWAT I would like to do, so if you're 25 or up to 45. Yeah, basically any of them. If we can get a group together, it'd be nice. Rumble Pit's fun. Team Mythic especially. I have friends who want to go for the achievements legitimately, and that's hard to do if you don't have people. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably get people from other Discords involved and maybe set up my own group somehow. I guess I can do it on the Xbox groups as well. I'm gonna look around between some different sources and see who I can find and who's interested. And we'll start with Halo 3 and have some fun with that. And then I'm gonna go to other Halos. gonna keep playing MCC in the meantime. But yeah, I want to do more Reach, and Halo 4 will probably do some of the same stuff. And then really MCC as well. Halo 5. I mean, enough people play Halo 5 right now, I think anyways. It's still popular enough to find matches and things like that. And there aren't even like, I don't even think there's really online achievements. So yeah, that one's not a big concern. Maybe when it's an older game, it'll be more of a concern. But Halo Infinite's coming up. I want to be ready for that. I want to have a lot of this Halo stuff done that I want to do on some of these older ones, and just be at a better place for those. I recently went through this campaign with my friends on Legendary, and we just did the annual Vidmaster achievement today, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, we were able to get in some Social Slayer matches, like 15 matches or so. But there's a good amount of quitters, and you know, it's so much more fun when people don't quit. So let's get a group together. Thanks for watching my video about why I just didn't get good at Halo 3 apparently, or Halo 2. At Halo 2 I was trying. I was pretty young. I think I did pretty well for myself, and Halo 3 as well. But you know, I got more into Gears 1, and I played that a ton. I have like over 30,000 kills on there, and I could have played a little more Halo 3 and got my 50, but I didn't, and now it's really hard. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. I would like to hear what you have to say about this, or if you've had similar experiences, or what your journey was like to 50, or if you have any tips for me. Basically anything, put that in the comments. And I hope we can maybe play some Halo together, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, you know what to do. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope I can put up some more Halo videos soon. See you later. Peace out.